Hello, I'm Carl Lucci with Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay, where we interview the best businesses in the Tampa Bay area and distribute their information across the Tampa Bay area. Today, we've got Lorianne with Red Palm Marketing. Hello, Lorianne.
Good morning, Carl.
So, Lorianne, let's just go ahead and get started. Tell me a little bit about Red Palm Marketing and what you all do.
Red Palm Marketing is a full-service marketing agency located in Tampa Bay, and we started in 2012.
Okay, great. And so you say full service, but I don't know, who is your ideal client, and who do you have a target market?
Yes, we do. So we work mostly with regulated industries. And what that means is we work with industries where the government curtails their message in the marketplace. For example, lawyers, doctors, contractors are only allowed to say so many things in the marketplace because the government controls what they're allowed to say. One such regulated industry is franchising. Franchises are very limited in what they're allowed to say as they attract prospective new store owners.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they really do. So they have to be very, very cautious and careful, or they could be fined a lot of money or risk losing their license from the state and not be able to either continue operations in that state or sell any new stores in that state. So those kinds of companies are really good for us. We keep up with those regulations, and we become very creative in our campaigns and how we put their messaging out there in the marketplace. So we stay within the confines of the rules, but we're also creative to be able to get the notice and exposure that our brands are looking for.
Great. Yeah, I know that I personally have worked in the television production business and video production business I used to be in. I've worked with attorneys and I've worked with doctors, and boy, you got to really be careful what's said before you put it out there. So that's really a niche market, I would think, that you have there. So how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been doing Red Palm Marketing since 2012. But I've been in marketing my entire life. I was raised by a family of entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, really. Yeah. My family started a gym business in San Diego in the late 70s. And so I was the one walking the streets, handing out flyers and getting people in the door and signing up new memberships for, back then gym memberships were brand new. So we had a lot of education to do around that. We were competing. Really, the only competitor we had in San Diego at the time was Jack LaLanne, and he was brand new on the scene too. So we learned a lot about how to do grassroots marketing and how to get the word out and how to explain things to people who don't know what you're doing and why they should get involved in it. And my mom always said, to ensure a secure career, stay as close to the customer as possible. So I stayed in sales and marketing my entire life, got my degree there, been groomed there, and it's all I know how to do.
Okay. So if you have competition, if there is competition, what makes you different than them? I always say if you're not distinct, you become extinct. So what separates you from your competition, do you really think, your business?
Well, when we started Red Palm Marketing, I wanted to create a firm foundation for how we operated with our clients, how we implemented a client, how we managed an account. My family had built a software company, and through that, I got a Six Sigma certification and a Lean certification because of the manufacturing that we were doing. And I took that expertise and brought that into the marketing business. So we have a great procedure and a great footprint for how we implement, how we manage. So any client that comes in, whether you're in your second week or your 6th month or your 5th year with us, I know exactly what's going on with your campaign before I even look at the reports, because I know what we're doing behind the scenes.
Okay.
So what makes us different is, one, we have that type of foundation. So we build campaigns for a marathon and not a quick sprint. So we like clients who like to come in, invest in their future, and put together strong messaging systems for their future to grow on. And so our clients come to us, they visit other companies, and they live and they learn, and then they come to us. And we have clients that have been with us since we started. So our churn is very, very small, which is great because our growth just takes off because clients refer each other to us. We're basically referral only. They just keep bringing each other to us. So we've been blessed in that way.
Great. Well, it sounds like, I like that too. I like working with clients versus customers. I like people who are going to be in it for the long haul. And it sounds like that's what your company, really makes you stand out.
Yes, we like to think of them as partners because we partner with them for the full growth of their business, and they partner with us in the growth of our business.
Cool.
So it's a good win-win on both sides. We're just as invested in them, and our clients are invested in us too.
I got you. Okay. So what geographic area do you cover, or is it just local, or what areas do you cover?
Well, it depends on the type of client that they are. So we have two types of clients. One, basically our franchisers, and then we have our local marketing clients. So our franchisers, we cover the whole country. We'll cover all of the continental United States. For our local marketing accounts that contract with us as their marketing director, if you will. They sign a 3-year contract with us, and we're their long-term marketing director, and we manage their advertising budget and their YouTubes and their, all their print campaigns and everything like that. We like to keep those guys close because our staff goes back and forth a lot. We interact with their staff. We interact with their clients. We're always doing podcasts or testimonial videos or what have you. So those clients, we need to be closer to them on a regular basis. So those ones are here in Tampa Bay.
Okay, real good. All right. So do you have any interesting or, unusual stories you'd like to share with us?
When you deal with the public, there's always an
I know. We all have them, right?
There's always something, for every opportunity. I think the very first thing my company interacted with is probably the most interesting and one of the biggest lessons we learned early on. So my team was going to give a pitch to a large corporation in Tampa to take over their SEO. And so we were basically facing off at the conference table in the war room with their marketing team and their vice president and the owner of the company and the CEO, the chief executive officer. So we're facing off with them. So I brought in a team. So we were equally numbered in the boardroom, if you will. And we were pretty well researched. We had researched everything that they had asked us to bid on. So we knew exactly what we were walking into and what their history had been. And we had given our presentation, and then it was opened up for discussion. And through that discussion, we learned that they had paid $40,000 for this beautiful website, absolutely a beautiful website, beautiful graphics. It was just one of those luxurious websites that everybody wants to have. But what we found in our pre-research was that you couldn't find it. It was even more hidden than a needle in a haystack. And so we won that contract. But what that lesson taught us was that beautiful websites don't exactly get the work done. In fact, we've had experience with very ugly websites that are super performers. And I think that's because people can sniff out, people are smart. They really are. They know what they want, and they can sniff out real and they can sniff out fake. And the ugly websites just scream real. They're raw, they're natural evolutions of the companies they represent, and they are just what they are, and they aren't trying to pretend to be something else. So that first encounter with that corporation taught my staff a big lesson, and not to be intimidated by the websites that we see. And that exercise has actually won us several other contracts because we took that exact same experience and we were able to replicate that with other large corporations.
Yeah, I agree totally with the website concept because, sometimes less is more. It doesn't always have to be a big, glamorous website as long as it's easy to navigate and the customer can understand what you're doing. But that is a good story. So, other than that, if there's nothing else, if somebody needs to reach you, you're saying the best way to reach you is?
The best way to reach me is to contact the phone number.
Okay.
And leave me a voicemail. Chances are I'm probably not going to answer it because you're probably not in my contacts. So it's going to go straight to voicemail anyway. But I have a policy that I return every voicemail every day. So if you leave me a voicemail and say, hey, I heard you talking to Carl on Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay, and leave me a message, I promise I'll return the call by the end of the day.
Great. Okay. Well, if that's all, I think we're going to wrap this up. And, if somebody needs to get a hold of Lorianne, give her a call, leave a message. She'll get back to you. And or if you know somebody that might need Lorianne, feel free to do that. And I might mention Lorianne is part of our Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay Business Growth Group. And I look forward to seeing you at the next meeting.
Great. See you there. Bye, Carl.
Okay. Bye-bye.